Tonight we're going to be doing an in the hoop lined purse with a frame. I'll show you in a minute, but I have my stabilizer hooped and I'm going to do my placement stitch. Okay, I stitched my placement stitch. Now I'm going to put my zipper in. Now your zipper needs to be centered exactly in between or over top of these two lines. Otherwise, it won't look, it won't be centered on the purse itself. So, make sure you center it and then tape it down. And it'll tack it, then take it to the machine to tack it down. Okay, it's tacked down my zipper, and it's also did an optional line for batting. I'm doing this purse out of fabric. If I was going to do this part in vinyl, I wouldn't be putting a batting, but I'm not. I'm doing it with fabric, so I'm going to put my batting down and then go tack it down. Okay, it's tacked my batting down, so now I'm just going to run around and trim it as close to this stitch as I can. Okay. Okay, I've trimmed it out. Now I'm going to send over the machine. It's going to do the placement stitch for my front fabric and for my lining. I'll be right back. Okay, it's did my placement stitch for my front fabric and my lining. So first I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to take my lining and I am going to put it face down and I'm going to just put it, actually I'm just put it right below the zipper like that, and I'm going to tape it in place. Tape it on the sides, and then I will also tape it to my frame up here because we don't want to get caught under the machine later. Make sure none of the sticky part of your tape's up or it'll catch on the bottom and then it'll be a mess. So now I'm going to turn it back over and I'm going to take my front fabric and I am going to put it face down. Let's see, which way was it supposed to go? This way. Face down, right? Once again, just to the below, just below the bottom. Wait, let me show you this first. I want to tape my linings so when I go back and forth into the machine, it doesn't get caught. I'm going to tape that down there, okay? And tape it there. Now, I will take my front fabric and I will line it up right to the bottom of the zipper, the same as the lining on the back. And I'll tape it here, and I'll tape it here, and then I'll go tack it down. Okay, it's tacked my fabric down and my lining on the back. However, we're going to leave the lining up. We're going to pull our front fabric down, okay, so it's nice and neat. And I'm just going to tape it so it doesn't move around too much right here on the sides. And it's going to go tack it down. Okay, it's went ahead and tacked this down, and it also did a placement stitch for the center applique piece or the batting first. I am going to put batting just so you can see. I'm going to put my batting down and tack it down. Okay, all the batting is optional. You can skip that, especially if you're using vinyl, but I'm not. I'm using fabric. So I'm going to put my batting down and go tack it down. Okay, I got my batting there. It's tacked down. Now I'm going to trim it. Okay, I got my batting trimmed. Now I'm going to cover it with my center applique fabric. And I'm just going to tape it down because I don't want it to, because of the batting, I don't want it to pull in. Okay, and I'll go tack it down. Okay, it's tacked down my fabric, and now I'm going to trim this up. And then when I send it back over to the machine, it's going to do the stipple design, and then it will do the satin trim. Okay, be right back. Okay, I have that all trimmed up. Now I'm going to send over the machine to do the stipple. Okay, it's did my stipple and it's also did my satin trim around this. Now I'm going to turn my hoop. Well, first I'm going to remove my tape from right here. Try to remove the tape. I'm going to set it over here and try to remember to reuse it. Now I'm going to pull the lining down. Never have too much tape. That's my motto. All right, so I'm going to pull the lining down. I'm going to pull it tight, tightish, taut. That's the word we'll use, the word of the day. Okay, now I'm going to send it back over to the machine and tack the lining down. Okay, it's tacked my lining down. See? Okay, and it also did a placement stitch right here for my handle strap. Okay, so this you want to put with the raw edge out, and you know, I usually only like about 3/4 of an inch to stick out, but that's how much fabric I had, so I just made it. But I will tape this right there, and so about that much will stick out, right? I'll tape that, and I'll also tape it there. Okay, and now I'll send it back over the machine, tack it down. Okay, it's taped that down, or tacked that down right here. Now I'm going to unzip my zipper so I don't forget. Unzip the zipper, and I'm also going to tape the little tab down so it doesn't get caught, you know, anywhere. Okay. Okay, it's tacked this down. Now I've opened my zipper. Okay, if you were going to put a pocket on your purse, it would go now, right side down, face down. You know, unless it's a folded piece of fabric, you would put it just like this. Okay. I wasn't going to do a pocket, so I'm not going to do a pocket. Okay, so anyway, if you were going to do a pocket, you would put it right there, and then you would take your back fabric and put it face down over top of it. As it is, I am going to just take my back fabric, place it face down, and I also want back batting, so I'm going to put the batting on top of that. Okay, now I'm going to go sandwich it together. Now, as I said earlier, the batting is totally optional. However, if you do use batting, trim it now. You don't want that all in the stitches when you're trying to sew the purse together. It just makes it too fat. So just go ahead, trim your batting. Make sure you don't catch your fabric like I just did. Okay, trim it all the way around. Okay, I've trimmed my batting. I've left my other fabric all there. Now I'm going to turn my hoop over. And I am going to cover the back with my, first I'm going to trim my zipper. Someone in my group told me to do this, and I found it's way easier to trim it now. So just go up here, trim it. Don't cut your fabric. Okay, there we go. So back to what I was going to do in the first place. Now take my other piece of lining fabric face down and tape it in place. One more tape. And send it over the machine and do the last stitch. Okay, it's tacked everything down, as you can see. I'm going to go around and remove any tape that I can see. Okay, now I'll take it out of the hoop. After I get the tape off my fingers, take out the hoop. Fold my lining back, like I always do. Trim. All right, need that much lining. And we're gonna cut it at an angle in there, cut it at an angle in there, and we're gonna just trim around the rest of the bag, like so. Oops. Okay. Get my corners right there cut off. Right, now we're going to take and we are going to turn it right side out between the linings. Take the two linings, turn it right side out, and this one should turn fairly easy because it's fabric. But the first time you say that, you know what happens though, right? Okay, there we go. Top my corners out, push my top out. Oops, I always forget about that. Okay, gonna use my paintbrush, push everything out, the corners all the way out, everywhere around. Okay, tuck this in, tuck that in. I wonder, I'm going to try to use this tape. I seem to get it stuck on me more than I do anything else. So, okay, so let me get that all stuck down before I peel it off. Yeah, maybe that one should be in first. I really don't know. Guess I should ask my user or my member exactly how to use this properly without getting it stuck all over my fingers. All right, so now stuck. Well, this is fun to watch, isn't it? There we go. All right, now I'm going to reach in here and unzip my zipper. Untape my zipper first because we know I taped it. Tape off. Unzip it. Turn it right side out. Use my handy dandy and there we go. We have a framed applique purse.